what an incredible story that we're just starting to hear about in more depth. And I just want you to bring it to me from your perspective. You go from the cell to the wildfire. Tell me about that experience and how it just changes you. Does it just flip a switch?
Thanks for having me. First and foremost, I would like to send my thoughts and prayers out to the families that have been impacted by the LA fires, and a big, shout out and thank you to all the first responders and the volunteers who have served our LA community. Yeah, so I learned how to fight fire when I was in prison. I was a part of the California fire camp program, and obviously, that this program has been around since the 1940s. Thousands of people have been going through this, program. And from my experience, though, we just know that the harsh reality is that once they get out, they face an uphill battle and getting jobs, right? And doing exactly the same work, and knowing that it's a labor shortage here. My experience personally, it was a roller coaster, mentally, emotionally, physically. But I turned that negative into a positive, and I found a career that I love. And now I'm trying to help others find that path as well.
I am so thrilled to hear your story, and I, for one, am just going to send you huge props to turn your life around like this and do
Mhm.
such heroic work. I'm hoping that is the same experience many of those inmates are going to have. What's your prediction, Royal? Do you think, just in a percentage, the majority of them will get the same epiphany that you got, and will turn their lives around and become firefighters?
Yeah, a lot of individuals that I go and go to fire camps, talk to them. They want to have an opportunity to fight fire. I think one of the biggest challenges and the biggest ways of them wanting to be able to actually pursue a career is that they know that they actually have an opportunity, right? Like, because for a long time it was never a true pathway to be able to become a professional firefighter after you having served in an incarcerated fire camp. But now that, like, folks that know that this is a possibility, we done helped over 200 people get jobs in the fire services 2018. So now that we continue to like grow and hopefully one day expand, where we have our Bay Area location where folks can constantly, like, the year-round program, and we have another location in San Bernardino where folks can be able to get that training and being able to become a professional firefighter. And like it's definitely like folks want to do it. It's just like, do they have a true pathway? Is it real? Because from for a long time I felt like you know public service and prison don't mix, right? Like, folks feel like they're zero, and then now they can be able to become a hero. Is definitely a eye opening to them, and everybody wants a family winning career, right? Everybody wants to be able to provide to take care of their families and provide for their families and be a part of the community and have purpose in life. So
You know,
I think, yeah,
That's
that's something that
that's exactly it. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I wondered if the call goes out through the prison, and I'm dying to hear what it was like when you were in prison and you heard that this program existed. Hey, shave some time off your sentence, get out there and fight fires. How many of the inmates put their hands up and say, "Pick me"?
Yeah, so like you said earlier, which is right. It's a voluntary program. There's a lot of benefits that come with it. Better food. They get visiting privileges where it's like a park, like a park-like setting, right? Dormitory living. They're not in a cell. They get out in the community, do a lot of projects, and also eligible to get time off. So um, for me, that's why it exposed me to for the career, and that's why I love it, and that's why we actually started the Forestry and Fire Recruitment Program, right? And I want to tell you a little bit about our organization, right, and what we do. So we are a career training, nonprofit that provides the opportunity for folks, obviously, transition to the fire service professionally. But we do this in four ways. We recruit, we train, we employ, and we able to provide them a mentorship throughout their career. And right now, we have a lot of folks out there in LA fighting fires, and we're definitely proud of them. So.
I have just like a couple seconds left, but I have to ask you this because I think a lot of people wonder: is it risky? Like, will the inmates try and escape? Are they going to put their hand up to volunteer to firefight so that they can get out of prison?
Negative. Like a lot of folks that know that it's an opportunity for them to be able to be with their families, like to be able to be a part of the community. It's not a threat, right? You know, it has been different folks that come and try to escape, but that's a very minimum. They have a lot of precautionary areas where CDCR takes, where you have to have a criteria for folks to be able to be qualified for the program. Um, but yeah, it's definitely, you know, a program that that changed my life personally, and I'm definitely just wanting to be able to provide that opportunity for other folks. And if you can donate at forestryfirerp.org or even just spread our awareness more of what we do, you can go to ted.com/Royal Ramey and you can hear a little bit more about our story. So I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity.
Chief Royal Ramey, sir, it's an honor to interview you. Thank you for doing the incredible work that you do, and thank you for inspiring other inmates to turn their lives around, because that's really what it's all about. Learning. Hopefully the incarceration process, if it doesn't work, your program and the inmates program, it does work. God bless you, and I wish safety to all the other inmates who are out there doing this work. Thank you, Chief.
Nah, thank you. I appreciate you for having me.